Let's talk about verbs. Present simple versus present continuous. Past simple versus present perfect. A lot of students feel overwhelmed trying to remember all the rules. But in the next few minutes, I'm going to talk about 8 critical verb tenses, and I'm going to break everything down in a way that's simple, easy to remember, and actually useful for real-life English. My name is Michael Anton. I'm the founder of English at the Ready, and it's my goal to make you fluent in English. In this lesson, we'll cover the most common verb tense mistakes English learners make and how to fix them. Ready? Let's get started. Let's start with something basic, the present simple. The present simple is probably one of the first things you learnt in English, but are you using it correctly? Which is correct? I am going to school every day, or I go to school every day. Correct answer is B. I go to school every day. Do not say I am going to school every day. When we're talking about routines and things that happen regularly, we actually use the present simple. For example, we don't say she is always waking up early. Instead, we need to say she always wakes up early. Present simple is used for actions that happen regularly, like things we do every day, every week, or every year. For example, I play football on Sundays. She works in a bank. They study English twice a week. Many students try to use the present continuous for routines because they see native speakers using going or ing forms in other situations. But remember, if something is a habit or a routine, always use the present simple. Now, what if an action is happening right now? That's when we use the present continuous. Never say, I eat dinner now. We have to say, I am eating dinner now. Since this action is happening in the present, right now, we use the present continuous. I am eating dinner now. But did you know you can also use the present continuous for the future? For example, I'm meeting my friend tomorrow means the same as I will meet my friend tomorrow. So you can see the present continuous isn't just for what's happening right now. It's also used for future plans. Which is correct? I will meet my friend at 5 p.m. or I'm meeting my friend at 5 p.m. Trick question. They're actually both correct, but they have slightly different meanings. The present continuous can be used for planned events in the future. If you say, I'm meeting my friend at 5 p.m., you're implying that you have already planned the meeting. With will, the meeting could be planned, or it could be spontaneous. Think of it this way. I'm going to the gym tomorrow means you've already planned this action. I will go to the gym tomorrow means maybe you've planned it or maybe you've just decided now. This is something that confuses so many students, but native speakers use the present continuous for future plans all the time. Now, I want to clear up another big misconception. The past simple and the present perfect. Which is correct? I visited Paris last year, or I have visited Paris last year. The correct answer is A. I visited Paris last year. The past simple is used for completed actions at a specific time in the past. So if the exact time is mentioned, we use the past simple. I visited Paris last year. But if we're speaking generally or about something that has happened more than once, we need to use the present perfect. For example, I have visited Paris 3 times. You can see the key difference is a specific time versus a general experience. So we don't say I have visited Paris last year. We say I visited Paris last year because we're mentioning a specific time. However, we could say I have visited Paris before. Before just means in the past, and we're not mentioning a specific moment. This is one of the most common mistakes that students make, but once you understand this difference, your grammar will improve immediately. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to English at the Ready so you don't miss any future lessons. And if you want to improve your English with your computer, phone, and the internet, I have a completely free 30-minute fluency training waiting for you. The link is in the description. And in the training, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to use modern technology to become fluent. It's only 30 minutes long and it's completely free. Click the link in the description below to get the training. Now, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about irregular verbs. Generally, to form the past simple of a verb, we just add ed. For example, walk becomes walked. Play becomes played. However, some verbs are irregular in English, and unfortunately, you just have to memorize them. For example, go becomes went. Catch becomes caught. Begin becomes began. And some verbs don't change at all. Cut stays as cut, put as put, and hurt stays as hurt. There's no rule for irregular verbs, which is why memorizing them is important. Here's a trick. You can group them by pattern. For example, drink, drank, drunk. Sing, sang, sung, or ring, rang, rung. These all follow the same vowel change pattern. Let's move on to a more advanced tense, the past perfect. What is the past perfect? The past perfect is used when there are two past actions and you need to show which happened first. We form it using had and the past participle. For example, when I arrived at the party, she had already left. If two things happened in the past, the action that happened first is in the past perfect, which is had and the past participle, and the action that happened second is in the past simple. By the time we got to the theater, the movie had started. Think of the past perfect as the past before the past. I had studied English before I moved to Canada. First I studied, then I moved to Canada. Now let's talk about another big mistake that students make. Never say, I live here since 5 years. You need to say, I have been living here for 5 years. When you describe actions that started in the past and that are still happening, we need to use the present perfect continuous. For example, we don't say she works here since 2019. We say she has been working here since 2019. Again, this tense is used when something started in the past and is still happening now. For example, I have been learning English for 2 years. Or they have been waiting for an hour. They started waiting an hour ago and they're still waiting now. They have been waiting for an hour. So remember, if you talk about something that is still happening, use have or has been and the ing form of the verb. With that, we've come to the end of today's lesson. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube for more videos just like this. And don't forget to get my free fluency training. It's completely free and it will show you exactly what you need to do to improve your English using your computer, your phone, and the internet. The link is in the description below. It's only 30 minutes long and it's full of valuable information to help you become fluent. Thanks for watching today's lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.